Hey guys, it's Kim, and I wanted to just share a couple things with you today. Actually, one thing today, right now. And that is to bring your awareness to the emotional state, the emotional condition that you live in regularly and that you emit. Do you know that emotion has energy? Thought has energy. In fact, emotion is energy in motion. And so when you feel something, and to the degree you feel it, it actually emits, it can be measured. It's a force, it's a thing. And we don't really understand that yet. It's almost like probably on the cusp of electricity, right? It's like what there, or microwaves, or radio waves. These things are going around us all the time. I can't see it. And yet science shows that it's there, and there's discoveries now. We take it for granted. Well, this is what I think is going to happen. I think maybe in some time in the future. I don't know how soon or how long. They're going to know, and it's going to be a given that when you feel emotion, you're actually emitting an energy. So the energy I want to talk about today specifically is love. And I don't mean love in the cliche-ish, oh yeah, love, la, 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 la. In fact, I have a Mexican friend, a woman who, when we go to Mexico a lot, I love her. And she says to me one day, she goes, Kim, is there only one word for love in English? And I went, yeah. I love my husband. I love my children. I love music. I love guacamole. I love dogs. I love flowers, right? I love my friends. So I love God. And and she was like, we have different words for those different aspects of love. They're not all under one umbrella. And I thought that's very cool. We're kind of limited in English because love um, doesn't really describe what it is that we are talking about enough. So I'm going to talk about the distinction of love in the complete and unconditional, no judgment awareness love of loving people, not from a romantic kind of love, like, or not even a familiar kind of love, like where I love my friends. That isn't the kind of love I'm talking about in my example today. I want to talk about just the love I choose to live in, and I'm deciding I love you. I love humans. I love the piece of God that you are, because I am created from that piece of God as well, the divine, infinite intelligence, pure love. That's at our essence. This is my belief. We were created in love, in a love energy that was non-judgmental, non was unconditional. It didn't matter. And if you want to just uh, experiment with this for a minute, just think of a baby, and just think of a baby, picture a baby. And is that baby, could that baby do anything else to be more or less worthy, perfect, and unconditionally loved? No. And that's you. That's me. That's us at our essence. And then all the stuff that happens as we grow up based on survival brain fear created our identity, but our essence is pure love. And when I am interacting in the world today, my goal, number one, is for me to stay aligned with who I really am, that piece of God, that love that's unconditional. And I'm unconditionally loving myself. Because if I don't, then I get wacky out here. If I don't live and stay aligned to that true me, that true self, the soul, the real me, and as I'm dealing with trying to unwire and rewire the faulty programming of fear that I grew up with, as I'm doing that, my goal, where I start is the alignment with my soul, with God, with the God in me that's there. So when I'm interacting with people, that's the process. Start here, because if not, they're all going to piss you off. They're all going to make you mad. They're all going to, it's going to be like we see in our world today, right? And what all that, the division, the polarity, the anger, the hate, the complete, sucking of my soul feeling that we all get, actually, because it's going against our true nature. And when we get angry and when we get judgy and when we blame and when we are ready to do this, it really means we have not done this. Because when we do this first, all of these things show up very different. Like you can look at, like through the eyes of God, right? So God doesn't sit there and blame and get mad. He unconditionally loves. There's just an unconditional energy of love surrounding all of us, whether God is a one entity or a combined consciousness. Doesn't really matter how you picture it. Can't get it wrong. It's your deal. But whatever it is, it's pure love and it's non-judgmental. So when I am interacting in the world, I first do a check-in on myself. And if I feel a trigger against somebody else or against a situation, or I feel reactive, then that's my signal that I'm not aligned. So I go to here first if I can, as soon as I can catch it. Sometimes I don't catch it soon enough and I go, but as soon as I can catch it, I bring it back to me. No judgment, just align. And then I can deal with my family, my spouse, my kids, my world. So, and the real big test is how do you process emotionally to those who are what you would be considered your enemy, or the person who just you want to smack, you want to rip their face off because their positions on things are so wrong, different than yours, and maybe they've been attacking to you. And then we get into the dance of what I call the dance of the monsters. So here's what I want you to remember, and I have this shirt on today, so I thought I'd talk about it today, and that is love. It's going to come up. I hope you can read it. I hope it's not backwards. Love across enemy lines. Because we can all love people that agree with us. We can all love people we like. We can all, that's easy. That doesn't take any rewiring. It doesn't take any work on our part. It's easy to do that. But when someone is like against us and someone pushes those buttons in us, that is a gift. You've been given a gift, because now you can go, oh crap, I thought I was, okay. It's about me. It's never about them. It's never about them. Oh, that's hard to hear. But it's a signal to me that I am not healed and aligned deep inside me. Because if I was, they can be whatever they are. But because it affects me in that reactionary way, shows me I have a wound or I have a fear that isn't healed, that isn't aligned from my old wiring. So that's my message today. Love across enemy lines, and love here first. Do this work. I can help you. I can help you do this. This is like what I love to do. And I can help you do that so that all of that shows up much differently, and your reality can be one based more in peace, in calm, in reason. You can be reason able, you can be response able, and your life can completely change.